It's Friday and I'm on fire.
Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, Chatting with Chops. If you're new here, my name is Karen and I try and make fun and entertaining videos that might teach you something. And I'm about to show you a part of my life that you haven't seen yet. So here we go. Owner of a 1981 Terry Taurus travel trailer. We purchased it about 16 years ago and we have done quite a few renovations to it. And I just want to show you inside. Now, one of the very first things I will tell you, there is a couple of things that we did not do to it, and that is this particular doorknob. That's one of the very few things that we did not do. So let's go inside. One of the small features down here at the bottom, right when you come in the door, my husband built this little cabinet here to just kind of hold all of his various little things that he needs right when you walk in the door. There's all kinds of like plastic gloves and flashlights and all of his backup equipment and fun things like that. And this is the original tile floor. It's down here on the bottom, and as you also come in, there's some cabinets right here beside the door. I'll show you a better way when we get inside. But the camper is very, very small. It's only 16 foot, so there's not a whole lot to it. So I'm kind of trying to give you a wide range while I'm outside the door. And then we'll go in and check it out. If you stick around throughout the video, I'll show you the inside of where we store everything and keep everything. But let's see. You first come in and you've got our dining room / living room right here. The wonderful part about this camper is we definitely have a lot of windows, so that's always fantastic. We reupholstered this dinette because the original upholstery was in pretty bad shape when we got it, and my husband epoxied the table and put a beautiful map and some different things on it. And then you see our bedroom. It does convert into a sofa, but we have so many egg crates and various different kinds of foam mattress on there to make it a better sleep that we just don't even bother putting it into a sofa anymore. Which there's great storage up underneath the bed as well. That's usually where we keep our laundry bags and things like that. And then all of the curtains throughout the camper, you'll see I have made. They roll up, so this is what they look like down, and then I'm trying to scroll gently. I don't want to make anybody sick, but this is what they look like when they're rolled up. So you kind of have both ways on the windows. They just have Velcro straps that hold them up during the day, and then when you want to go to bed, you can just roll them straight down. And of course they match the coloring. There is an overhead bed that we have had somebody use once, and it was not the best sleep, but we use it for storage right now. And again, that was the second thing I was going to tell you that we did not do on this camper, and that is the doors. If you see any of these cream colored doors throughout the camper, we did not do the doors. But there's some overhead storage over the dinette. And then these curtains that you see here are privacy curtains that we put up to help, you know, when you're have visitors with you or guests with you, you can close off these curtains if somebody wants to go to bed before you do, or say for instance, you know, somebody wants to change clothes. But see, they just slide straight across. And then you have some privacy, and I made these tabs up at the top so that there's still good airflow going over the top, so you don't miss out on any of the heat and the air conditioning. One of the other things that we added was a microwave. We just found that camping, sometimes it is nice to have a microwave. Which brings you into the kitchen. I'm going to try and back up a little bit here so you can see more of the kitchen. Again, over the stove storage, that is a working oven vent. And then the backsplash my husband also put up to try and help keep everything clean and dry. And there's our little kitchen. We do have a double sink. Again, everything works in the camper. We also have a lovely top to our stove to give us some more counter space. And yes, we do have a working oven in our camper. It is much older and I don't think they do those anymore. But lots of drawer space, cabinetry space. And again, if you stick around to the end, I'll show you what all we put in everything. But lots and lots of cabinets. And then if you scroll through this way, more cabinets. Now this is a big drawer with the lock on it is one that we actually put in. There used to be a large heater in this camper that was way too big for it. I mean, it would just burn you out if you turned it on for a minute. So we decided we needed a pantry drawer better. So we put that in. And then we have our little fridge who's still chugging along. I'm so impressed with it. And then of course over the fridge, storage. There is a ton of storage in this camper. Remarkably enough, with as small as it is, you would think that there wouldn't be a lot of storage, but there really, really is. There's also storage, again, try not to go too fast. There's also storage up underneath these dinettes on both sides. They go the full lengths of the seats. So you definitely get access to all of that. And then there's the cabinet I was telling you about right there that we have more storage. And then I was going to scan up just a little bit to show you the ceiling. This camper had some extensive water damage when we first got it, roof water damage. And so my husband ended up peeling back the aluminum over the top and repairing a great deal of wood, and then he basically replaced the whole ceiling throughout the camper because of all the water damage. Yes, that's the original air conditioner and it works as well. Alright, so let's see if I can slowly walk here to show off our tiny little bathroom. I don't even know if we're going to get a good view here. It is a tiny bathroom. Again, everything works. Have our little window in here. And then a little sink. And we have a tiny little shower right here. And some hangers for drying things. No wasted space in here. And then we also have our working toilet. And there's even a little medicine cabinet mirror in here. Alright, so now let me just scroll through one more time. There's my backyard. Also wanted you to notice, if you notice throughout this video, there's a lot of safety features that we do take advantage of in the camper. We do have our fire extinguisher. We also have a carbon monoxide detector, a regular smoke detector, and then because we run propane gas for the stove and the hot water heater, we also have a propane gas detector. So there is our adorable little 16-foot camper, and I will show you how we store everything. I had told y'all a while back that I would show you what was inside some of the cabinets that are in the camper. I'm backing up a little bit so you can see where I am. This is the cabinet that is over the bed area. You can see it's kind of messy where we've been sleeping in here last night. And I just have one of the cabinets. This is the bunk that you can actually lay down. There's brackets on each side. I don't know if you'll be able to see those in the dark, but there's... No, I don't think you can see those, but there's little brackets on each side where you can lay this whole piece down. This is a whole hinge right here, and you can lay this whole piece down and it becomes a bunk bed. But it also makes a wonderful storage because it's at least half the length of the actual bed. And you see I have a suitcase in there. Well, right now that's what I use to hold all of the extra bedding for the dinette table, because the dinette table lays down into a bed, so that's where I keep all the extra bedding for that. And then another storage area in the camper is over the sink area, the kitchen. And I'm trying to see if I can get you a good view. That's the original wallpaper that was in the camper that we no longer have. So that's kind of a reminiscent of what used to be in here. That's our camping nesting pots. And basically it has a fry pan in there. It's got several assorted pots. And then this pot here is pretty big. You can really do some serious cooking in that sucker. And then the top obviously pops off and also makes a fry pan. And they have handles that come with them as well. It's a great set. It's aluminum cookware, so it doesn't cook the best. Things will burn if you don't keep an eye on it. And then all of our like cups, bowls, and plates that we use. That's also where I keep a cutting board is in there. And then if I come down, sorry, I try not to go too fast because I know it can get kind of nauseating. And our cooler is in the way from where we're getting ready to go tonight. And then in this drawer, I have all of our cutlery. I keep it in a little Tupperware container because, again, we don't camp, constantly. So I try and keep things where, stuff won't get dusty or dirty while it's waiting for us to, go again. But, just spoons and cups and measuring cups and things like that, I keep in that drawer. And then this one, and with our drawers, the safety latches that are on these so that they don't come open when you're driving, you have to lift up and then out. And then this plastic container, I have like aluminum foil and napkins. I've got plastic containers, a spoon rest, and like toothpicks, a can opener, just various little things that don't really fit up in the utensils. And it's a little bit deeper a drawer, but also I keep it in a plastic container just so things don't get dusty or dirty or anything. And then this is where I keep all of like our kitchen towels and like your hand towels and pot mitts and kitchen gloves and things like that. That all goes in there. And then if you see this this is the big cabinet that's up underneath the sink. And basically you see how messy it is right now, but that's where we keep our skillet and our dehumidifier when we're not using it, and then all like my cleaning products and our trash bags and things like that. And then up underneath there, that's a nice little view of the innards of the camper. That is our hot water heater right there, and then some of the water lines and such as that. So we're gonna come around again, try and go slowly. There's my little stove, and then our pantry is in here, which we're on like day 3, so it's pretty empty right now, but we have this little sliding drawer at the top, and then various food. You can see it's pretty deep. I can put a can and bottled dressing and things like that. So that's where we keep all of our like dried goods that were a pantry drawer for us. And then as I come around, I'm going to show you what's in those cabinets in just a minute. But up above the bed, this is where we keep those soft sided boxes that I told you that we put our clothes in and stuff goes up here, as well as we put our air cleaner and our little baby heater goes in there. And it's the same on the other side, his and her boxes. So that's what we keep up there. One of the last cabinets that I've got to show you is this big cabinet that's right by the door. It's these big tall cabinets, and it's just straight as you come in the door. And this is where we keep kind of our picnic table, chairs, their stadium chairs, raincoats, our lovely little vintage owls that we put as lights on the camper out. And then we've got regular chairs that we use, and just basically a lot of like odds and ends that don't fit anywhere else. A little bit of like our citronella lights and bug spray and blankets and things to lay out outside. So that's kind of what we keep in that cabinet. One last spot is the bathroom. This is our little bathroom. It has a great little hanger rack right here in the shower, so it's kind of a dual purpose closet slash shower. My husband built this little cabinet off to the side. I've showed y'all this in a previous video, but it was kind of wasted space, so he built this little cabinet over here so there's an extra shelf and it just kind of holds things really well. And then of course you have the baby sink. And then there is a cabinet up underneath the sink where we keep like toilet paper and washcloths and other little things that would be good to keep in a bathroom vanity cabinet. And then there's the working toilet. And then if I scroll up not too quickly, we have this awesome little medicine cabinet that you have to really pull to open, and that's where we keep our like little toiletry bags and stuff. But it's a good little fit. Everything fits in there really good. So there's the official storage of the camper. There is some storage outside, but it's really, really small.